Hello. Today I want to talk to you about expository writing and more specifically how to organize expository writing. So let's get started. First of all, it is important to understand right off the bat, organization is the key to effective expository writing. Whether you're writing a single paragraph or an entire essay, having that organization piece makes a world of difference. What you do not want to do is just start rambling, which oftentimes students do because they don't know how to organize. So that's what today is all about, is how to organize so you don't ramble. So what is expository writing? Well, to put it as simply as possible, it's anytime you're giving information or explaining something. If you are writing in order to give someone information, or you are writing in order to explain something, you're doing expository writing. There are three main parts to expository writing. There is the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. And this doesn't matter if you are writing a paragraph, if you are writing a 5-paragraph essay, if you are writing a master's thesis in college. You should have these three main parts: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. So let's talk about what those parts are. So you start off with an introduction. Always start off with an introduction, which is where you introduce your topic. This is where you tell your readers, I have a point. I'm going to make a point in this. Okay? And then you have the body. The body is going to be the majority of your piece of writing. This is where you provide key ideas that support that topic. Whatever that topic is, this is where you give those key pieces to explain or describe whatever it is you're doing. Once you have those key ideas figured out, you have to explain them. You have to elaborate on them. You have to give reasons, details, and facts for those key ideas. And then in the body, you should also have transitions, which we're not going to cover today. We'll cover that at a later date. But transitions are going to be an important part of that body to help us understand how we get from one key idea to another. So we'll get to that at another time. And the third main piece is your conclusion. And your conclusion is it's similar and yet opposite of your introduction. Your introduction introduces the topic. Your conclusion shows that you stayed on topic. So both of those, the introduction and the conclusion, are about your topic. They are specific to your topic. But one is introducing your topic and one is concluding your topic, showing that you stayed on topic. All right, let's talk for a second about how we learn things. I am a firm believer that our brain is, well, for one thing, our brain is amazing, but our brain learns information faster in two main ways. One of the main ways that we learn things is through repetition. One of the reasons you have to do a similar style of math problem over and over and over again is for that repetition of learning how to do that kind of problem. If you watch any children's TV shows, they repeat ideas over and over and over again. Repetition is a great way of learning. Flashcards. If you're taking a foreign language, oftentimes your foreign language teachers will say, use flashcards, use flashcards. It is because it's that repetition piece. But there's another way that we can help our brains learn things faster and retain it for longer, and that's by creating varied layers of the same concept. So when you are applying information for the same idea but in different ways, so you're color coding or you're making associations with pictures, visual pictures to go along with the same concept, anything like that, where you are taking the same concept and you're looking at it in different ways, you are actually learning it better and you will retain it for longer. So in this class, one of the things we're going to do is we are going to use colors and symbols to help us understand concepts in writing. So the colors that I want to use for our writing are the colors that we see in traffic all the time. So there are three main colors you see in traffic all the time, and that's red, yellow, and green. right? So red stop sign, red traffic light, a red flashing light means that you need to stop. Okay? Yellow, if you see a yellow sign on the side of the road for construction or corners ahead, yellow means, hey, slow down and be careful. Okay? And then green, of course, green means go. Let's do this thing, right? You have the right, you have the right to go. So we're going to use those same concepts when writing a paper. So let's start with green. Green is your at the beginning of your writing is your topic sentence. And green means go, right? Let's get started. Let's state our topic. What is this going to be about? So we're getting started. We have that go idea, and we are telling our reader what point we are going to make. Your topic sentence is a promise to your reader. Your topic sentence promises your reader that you have a specific point you're going to make, that you are not going to ramble, right? So make sure, especially in a paragraph or a thesis for an essay, everything in that paragraph, everything in that essay has got to come back to that topic. If you're writing about something that has nothing to do with your topic, then you are then you need to take that out. That should not be in this piece of writing. That goes somewhere else. Or you need to go back to the beginning and revise your topic. Okay? Everything comes back to that topic. Yellow. Yellow in the traffic world means slow down, be careful, right? So in our writing, yellow is going to represent slow down and give me a key idea that supports our topic. So these are those reasons, those details, those facts that support our topic. So for example, if my topic is that cats make good pets, if that is my green, right? My green is cats make good pets. Everything in my paragraph has to come back to cats making good pets. So I can't go on a tangent about why dogs make good pets. Okay? I have to stick to my topic. So maybe my yellow, slow down, give me some reasons or details or facts that support cats making good pets. So here I might go, okay, some reasons that cats make good pets. Well, they keep rodents away. They keep rodents out of your house, right? And another reason cats make good pets is because you can leave them for periods of time unattended. So they take care of themselves. They are. I can leave out food in a kitty litter box, food and water in a kitty litter box, and I can go away for a weekend. I can't do that to my dogs, right? Okay, so red. Red means stop. Stop and explain those key ideas, right? Give your evidence, give your explanations that support those key ideas. So if one of my key ideas for my cat paragraph, cats making good pets, is that cats keep rodents away. Well, why? Why is that good? Why is that a good reason to have a cat? Well, let me stop and explain. Cats make good, keeping rodents away is a good idea because rodents carry diseases, because rodents destroy your property, your home. They get into your walls. They chew through wiring. They cause all kinds of damage. And so we don't want to have mice and rodents running around in our house. Okay, so there. I stop and explain. My other key idea was that they're self-sufficient. Why is that good? Well, I like to go away for a weekend. I like to go on vacation. And I like that I can put out plenty of food and water and a kitty litter box for my cat, and I can go away for a weekend and I don't have to have someone babysit them like I would a dog. So that's a reason. That's my reason why them being self-sufficient is a good thing. So your reds are that stop and explain. All right, green. Green is at the end, green means go back. So we have our topic, we have key ideas that support the topic, we've explained those key ideas thoroughly, and now we have to wrap it up by showing we stayed on topic, right? And so we're going to go back and say something along the lines of, although there are many great pets out there, cats, if you don't have a cat, you should consider a cat as a pet, right? So I'm not saying the exact same thing because I'm not introducing it, but I'm showing that I stayed on topic. So I have to go back to that idea that cats make good pets, but I have to do it in a way that wraps it up. And we are going to get more into different types of conclusions, how to write conclusions later on in the school year. But right now, I just want you to remember that that last sentence has got to hit that topic again. Okay? All right. So as just a quick overview here, here's the color coding that we're going to use for expository writing. Go, green means go, state your topic. Green is your topic sentence. Yellow means slow down, be specific, give me a key idea, a reason, a detail, or a fact that supports that topic. Red means stop and explain and give me examples and explanations for those key ideas. And finally, green at the end means go back, restate your topic. Show me this is your conclusion that shows you stayed on topic. So in middle school, oftentimes you're taught the 5-sentence paragraph, which if you're going to break that down would be your topic sentence, a key idea, and at least 2 sentences explaining that key idea, and then a conclusion. In high school, we're ramping that up a little bit. A minimum paragraph in high school should be at least 8 sentences. You, of course, have your topic sentence. You need 2 key ideas. You need at least 2 key ideas to support that topic sentence. If you don't have at least 2 key ideas to support that topic sentence, then you don't have a very good topic. You need to reconsider your topic. Okay? If you need to be able to spend at least 2 sentences for each key idea explaining. If you can't explain your key idea using at least 2 sentences, I don't think you have a very good key idea. You need to be able to spend more than one, you need to spend more than a sentence explaining that key idea. So when you have 2 key ideas, that's two stop and explain sentences for each, right? And then finally you have a conclusion. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sentences minimum. Now you can have more than that. You can have more than 2 key ideas. You can have more than 2 sentences explaining those key ideas. Your paragraph can definitely be more than 8 sentences. 8 sentences should be kind of your baseline, right? Okay. I want to talk a little bit about Cornell-style notes. It is a great way to organize your note-taking skills. You'll see Cornell-style notes in a lot of classes, especially your history classes and your science classes. You'll see teachers having you do that. This middle section of the graph here is Cornell-style notes. So, for example, if I was in history class and I was I was taking notes on the Revolutionary War, my teacher might be covering the shot heard around the world. So here in this column, I'm going to write the shot heard around the world. And then to the right, that's where I'm going to take notes about the shot heard around the world. Where did it happen? When did it happen? Who was involved? What led up to it? What were the consequences of it? All that's going to go to the right here. And then my teacher moves on and starts talking about I'm trying to think of something from the Revolutionary War. The Boston Tea Party. There we go. And so my teacher's talking about the Boston Tea Party now. So here I write Boston Tea Party as what we're covering, and over here I'm taking notes on the Boston Tea Party. In English class, we use the same idea for organizing writing. At the top and the bottom, you can see I've color-coded those green. A green circle means go, like a green traffic light circle, right? Green means go. And I put my topic at the top here and my conclusion at the bottom here. On the left, in the middle, on the left column, you can see I have yellow triangles, which represent that caution, slow down in the traffic world, and also represent that I need to have at least 2 key ideas to support this topic. Over here to the right of those yellow triangles, you can see I have red octagons. Sometimes I use red squares if I am drawing because I'm not really good at drawing octagons. So if I'm hand drawing, I usually use red squares. But since I'm using the computer, I thought I'd get fancy and use the octagons here. Over here is where I'm going to give that information to support that key idea, right? So here, cats make good pets. Here, my 2 main key ideas is that they keep rodents away and they are self-sufficient. Over here, I'm explaining those things, okay? And then my conclusion. There's lots of animals out there that make good great pets, but you really should consider a cat. Okay, so that goes down here. Now, this is just notes. This is not my paragraph. This is just where I'm going to jot down my ideas so that when I go to write my paragraph, I have an organization to follow. Okay, here we go. Let's look at another example. My topic, students can be successful in high school in a couple of ways. Okay, so my topic is how students are going to be successful in high school. So then I go in and I start doing my my key ideas here. Key idea number 1, attendance is important. Key idea number 2, organization is important. Notice these are not complete sentences. I'm just jotting down my ideas. I'm just taking some notes here. Okay, why is attendance important? Well, attendance is important because, now I start getting over here in my notes, because you, um, by being at school, you're not going to get as behind in your work. When you miss school, you get behind quickly, right? And you want to make sure that you don't get behind in your work so that you can keep your grades up. Attendance is also important because a lot of teachers do participation points. There's a lot of classes that are participation based. Again, your foreign language classes, PE, those classes are participation based. And if you're not there to participate, you can't get the points for that. Organization is important because you're going to save time. By being organized, you'll save time. You'll be able to find things faster. You'll be able to get your work done more quickly when you're organized. And finally, you will get your work turned in on time. When you're organized, you get your work turned in on time. People who are not organized have a hard time knowing whether or not they even turn something in or not. And so they end up with things that they should have turned in that they didn't. So organization is very, very helpful. And then finally, I have my conclusion. Although students have been in school for over 9 years, they can still benefit from these simple tips. Notice, I don't say anything about being successful. I don't use the word successful in high school. I've changed that because I'm wrapping it up. But I am showing that I stayed on topic, right? These tips are going to be a benefit. I'm showing that I said I was going to give you ways of being successful, and I'm showing that you will benefit if you follow these tips at the end. So when I write this out into full sentences, it looks like this. Let me go back here. When I write this out into full sentences, I'm going to start here with my topic. Then I'm going to go to my first key idea. Then I'm going to explain my first key idea. Then I'm going to give my second key idea. Then I'm going to explain my second key idea. And then I'm going to give my conclusion. So when I write that out, it looks like this. There are 2 things that high school students should know to be successful in high school. First, they should try to have good attendance. If you are absent a lot, you'll get behind in your work and your grade could suffer. Bad attendance will also cause you to lose participation points, which can be a big part in your grade in some classes. Also, organization is a big part of being successful. If you are organized, you will save time getting your work done at home and be able to find notes and papers more quickly in class, which will help you get more done. Being organized also helps you get your work turned in on time because you can find it quickly. Although students have been in school for over 9 years, they can still benefit from these simple tips. Notice I took those notes, I wrote things out in full sentences. I have a topic. I have my first key idea here in yellow. Then I explain it. You can see I have multiple sentences explaining why good attendance is important. I have my second key idea here in yellow, and which is about organization. Then I have several sentences in red underneath that explaining why organization is important. And finally, I have my conclusion that shows I said I was going to give you some tips, some ways to be successful, and I did. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google Classroom and you're going to take a quiz on this. So make sure that you are looking at the directions for that quiz. Also, I will have another video explaining the quiz in just a moment. Hope this helps. Talk to you later.